Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Hope everyone's having a great night and welcome to my channel. I thought I'd do a little craft with me tonight. What I'm working on is an event for My World in OKC. It's a Facebook group that I'm in. They're having a little event this month for August called Rainbow Collaboration. And what we're doing is making something with a certain color, like color theme for each week, and it's due on there's something, or a different color due on, or the deadline is on Friday of each week. So this Friday, tomorrow, is the green week. Last week was orange, and that's when I did the pumpkin journals. So this week is green, and this week I'm making something. Well, I still don't know what I'm making, but I kind of gathered some things here to figure out what I wanted to make. So I gathered some green and white gingham cardstock. It's white on this side and colored on this side. I gathered I've got some solid green cardstock right here in case I need it. I have, let's see, oh, hitting my camera, sorry. So sorry. Let me get me back in shape here. Okay. Let me see. Sorry. Okay, and I gathered some ribbons. So I've got all of these green ribbons here in case I need those. Because I really had no idea when I started to gathering things what I was going to make. I have another 12 by 12. That other pack was like 8.5 by 11. This one is 12 by 12, and I've got some green here, and it's a little bit different color green than the other green. It's a little bit lighter, so I thought, well, I might need that. And so let me just put my extras over there for the moment until I need them. So then last night I was looking at this napkin trying to decide if I wanted to use it. It has yellow and blue in it too, and I thought, well, is it green enough? But I think if I combine it with the cardstock, this gingham cardstock, that I would have enough green to qualify. I also have some of these little stickers. There's some green, like Kelly green here, and then some lighter green right there. So I've got those available. And that's all the green I've looked for right now. I'm sure I have some more green around if I need it. In fact, I see some right over here in case I want to pull it out. But what I thought I'd start with was, today I was thinking, I wonder, I've never glued a napkin onto like cardstock like this. I've only glued it onto the paper bag journals. I've glued it onto book pages. I'm trying to think of what else I've put napkin in. I haven't used a whole lot of napkins, so I thought, I'd really like to just try it on cardstock. So as I was gathering things, I thought, well, maybe I could just make a journal cover. Even if I don't make a whole journal right now, I could prepare a journal cover and then make the rest of the journal later, because I'm working on those traveler's notebooks that I did a video, which will probably be posted just before this one, of the third night that I've been working on those. And so I don't really have time to make a whole journal right now for this other event, the My World in OKC event. But I thought, what if I make a journal? That would be fun. And then I'll have a journal cover ready for when I'm ready to do a little journal. So I'm just going to fold this in half. I'm going to, before I cut any more on this, because I might round the corners, I'm going to go ahead and glue this lemon to the back here. That's my idea of, so I don't have so I have something on the back decorative on this cardstock. So let's go ahead and try it. Like I said, never done it on cardstock, but we'll see how it comes out. I have used Mod Podge on napkin, and I had issues with it the last couple times I used Mod Podge. So now I am not using Mod Podge. I'm boycotting my Mod Podge for the moment. I still have it in my drawer, but I just had that issue with it, and it just remains sticky, and I don't like that. So, I'm just trying to get around the stickiness of Mod Podge. And I know there's other options as far as other types of glue like that. I just haven't bought any of that yet. So I'm just using what I have right now to get this done. And the glue stick has actually been working really good for me as far as gluing napkins down. They stay down nice and, you know, flat and sturdy, and, you know, no problems and no issues with just using a good glue stick with your napkins. And so, like, this is just an Elmer's glue stick, as you can see. I'm sure you recognize it. But, you know, this is kind of an experiment here. And that's what it's all about, trying new things and seeing how they come out. I do like to get plenty of glue on here. I go through unbelievable amounts of glue sticks, so I mean, I buy a big pack and then all of a sudden I need more. It's crazy. Like, you know, I really should invest in glue, the Elmer's Glue Company. If everybody's like me, everybody's using a lot of glue sticks out there, and Elmer's Glue and all types of glues. But anyway, that's okay. That's what it takes. So, all right. And this glue does, you know, I mean, it stays a little bit tacky, but it does actually, you can see it drying right in front of me here. And so let's just try to get this napkin down before we have to put any more glue on here. All right. Now, I'm going to just figure out, okay, make sure we have it right side up here, and just try to get it down without too much craziness as far as wrinkles and things like that. And I can always trim the edges if I need to. I do want to get it right up to the edge here, though, if I can. I'm not going to stress over it. Sorry if my head's in the way. I want to see what I'm doing here. Yes, yeah, now I need to bring that over a little bit. I'd rather have it over the edge and cut it off than to not have it have enough here. All right, I think yeah, got it right up to the edge. So let's see if we can smooth it out. I always say, you know, don't stress over napkins, because you can get a little wrinkle in there, and, you know, a wrinkle might look, I think a wrinkle would even add to maybe a vintage look and just your overall coolness of your napkin being glued down, you know what I mean? And see, there's not a wrinkle there, but it was trying to form a wrinkle, and I just smoothed it out. It just smoothed right out. So it is I'm just listening. It was thundering, and now it's just raining. I hear it beating against something. I don't know if that's the window or what. It's strange because it's not the roof, because this is a 2-story house and I'm on the first floor, so I don't think I can hear it beating on the roof, but it must be beating on my windows. Okay, so let me see if I can find my scissors. I didn't put them back in the right place, but I see them over here. And there's a little bit of trimming that needs to be done right here. This edge, some napkin sticking over. Oops, come back here. And I need to push this ribbon over, it's in the way. Okay, so I'm going to trim this edge off here. And I have another idea. I want to round the corners with that small side, there's thunder, small side of my corner rounder, and I want to see if I can fussy cut one of these, or part of these lemons out for the front to cover. I thought that would be really pretty. I mean, like I said, I've never tried to glue a napkin down on any of my like scrapbook paper or cardstock, so This is a total experiment. But, okay, there's a piece of napkin. Now let's see if we're all, I see some more trimming here. Right, I hope you don't mind the real time crafting, but you know, I don't mind that. I kind of like watching, sometimes I'll turn a video on while I'm crafting, and that helps me, gives me inspiration or gives me ideas. So, you know, you never know when you're going to learn something new. Okay. I think I have, well, no, this one I think I have it all. I see another piece sticking out. Alrighty. Now I want to see if it's all glued down. I can do that later, but I do have to take pictures and put this, post it on the OKC Facebook page. And if this is going to be a journal cover, I want it to be nice and glued down. Let's see, there's a little bit of looseness right here. Okay. I might go over the, oh, here's a little bit of looseness here. Okay, and now I'll just work on this as far as making sure it's all, sometimes I just see how the edges are loose. I have just gone over the top of the napkin with a little glue stick too, like this. Kind of like, almost like you're using your glue stick like Mod Podge, you know. And then that dries nice and clear, and you have, you know, your edges are all glued down. So let's fold it in half and see how it looks. See, that's pretty. And then you have a nice pretty inside. Let's round our corners here with my small side of my corner rounder. See how that looks. And how it goes through the napkin and the cardstock together. I mean, napkins are thin, so I wouldn't think it would make any difference, but and I was saying last night, I think it was last night in my video where I just was starting on the pages in my other traveler's notebooks, that I like that small corner rounder because it takes the edge off without making, you know, the bigger rounder corner, and then you don't feel like you have to round your pages. So let's fussy cut a little napkin out here. I mean, a little lemon. Let's see what we might want to do here with the lemon on the front. Yeah, I think that would be pretty. Huh, I wonder if I just want a whole square, rectangle type thing. That could be pretty, you know? I mean, that's looking pretty right there. So let me see. I'm gonna cut a rectangle first before I fussy cut. Maybe right beside this blue line here. Let's see how that looks. I was thinking of fussy cut, but that looks pretty with a big piece on there. And I could put a piece on the back too. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. There's it like that, or I could do it like that. I like with the blue over here, the blue line on the by the spine. What do you think? Let me show it to you this way. This is how it would look. I could center it. I kind of really like that. Wow, I really like that a lot. Okay, I'm going for it. Maybe I'll do another one in fussy cut and see how it looks, but I really like that. So what I will do, I don't think I need this right now. Let's see. I'm going to put glue stick right on here. It's about, I'm going to center it Got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about right here. Right down into the 4th little bit of squares there, a little bit. Go up to the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. Come down. It went pretty far over here, pretty close to the spine. And then this Elmer's glue it dries really good. So if you get it outside of your, area where you're gluing down something, I think it dries pretty, like clear, like you can't really tell it's there, like it's not shiny or anything. So I think, can't guarantee that, but I think that's what I remember. Okay. Plenty of glue. I want this to stick. I want my edges to stick too without me having to go back and put down extra glue under my edges. So that looks good. I think that's a lot of glue. Alrighty, make sure we have it right side up. And the blue side is over by the spine, the blue line. So we're going to go for it. Just be safe. I would say be careful rubbing on your napkin, because they're delicate and it could rip. And then you'd have to start all over it. I don't want to rip it. So I think it's down good. I don't even see any edges coming up or anything, but I will go over the edges like I did inside, which I still need to do on the other edges, but just like that. Make sure your edges are all glued down. Be careful with this too, though. You don't want to rip your napkin while you're putting glue on the outside of your napkin. Well, what do you think? I like it. Let's let that glue dry for a minute, and so the purple's not there, and then we can see how it looks. But look how pretty. So I went, let's see if this is I went over this edge, I think. So see how that's all nice and dry now? So let's go over this edge, the rest of the edges on the inside a little bit. And yeah, on this event you can make anything you want. You can make a journal, you can make tags, you can make, pretty much anything you want that is the color for the week. So that's why it's so fun. You have a lot of freedom. You can use anything you want in your stash. That's like for this week for green. Make journaling cards, a card, cards, just whatever. Okay, so I've got glue all on the inside now. Actually, I might just smooth that. See if I need to smooth that out. But it's smooth. It doesn't. It's not lumpy. But I just want to make sure everything is going to stay. Because napkins are, napkins are napkins. So. All right, I think it's pretty. And I think it's a pretty journal cover. I think that would be a pretty journal. I hope you like it. Kind of hard to see against my colorful little paper placemat here. Let me move this out of the way so you don't have all that busyness behind it for a second, so you can see clearly. There you go. Is that better? So this would be the front. open it up. There's your journal. There's your journal inside. And there's the back so far. I could experiment with fussy cutting and fussy cut some on the back. Do we want to see how that looks? Let's cut a napkin with, first of all, let's figure out what we want. What piece of the lemon? This piece has 2 lemons right here. Let's, I've never cut any of these lemons out, so I don't know. Don't know exactly how I would even cut these out, but let's try it. I'm cutting with my fabric scissors because I don't know if my other scissors would. I mean, I know they cut a straight line, I just don't know. Actually, these are pretty hard. Let me try the other ones. They're kind of tight, those fabric scissors. These are looser. Yeah, that's better. Okay. These are just my regular scissors. So the lemon has, this stem is rather thin, so I don't know about cutting that out. I might just do this. Kind of just do this like this. Cut around the stem and not like try to fussy cut out the stem, because that's just asking for trouble, I think, with that thin, trying to keep that together. So let's just do it like this, where we're going to have a piece like this. You can probably see where I'm going with this now. But just, we'll have a shaped piece instead of a rectangle piece. So there's part of it. Let's see what we want to do with this side. Let's, let's cut right here by this blue line. And let's cut around this leaf right here. So we kind of fussy cut, but we didn't, you know, try to get crazy with it. Because that would be way too stressful trying to cut around those stems. Okay, so this is upright for me. I'm just going to keep it like this for the moment so I can glue this on the back, and then we'll see what a fussy cut piece would look like. Let's see, I think I like it like this. And we're going to put some glue on there now. Just try to see where I want it. In the middle, or, yeah, no, in the middle looks good. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the top. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the bottom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Seven from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down to here. Okay. Anything to avoid measuring, right? Just creates more work having to measure, so why not save a step? All right, let's see if that's wide enough. I think our top part, yeah, we need a little bit more over here, a little bit more right over here. A little bit more over here, a little bit more over here. This top lemon goes way out. Okay. And this will be the last piece I do with y'all tonight. And then maybe later on when I finish those other journals, I'll come back and make some pages and stuff for this one. That one really sticks out there. Okay. A little bit more. I guess I should put it over this way a little bit more. I think I have enough glue on there. I'm sure that's what you're saying, right? I think that's enough glue, Sherry. Okay. I heard you. I heard you. Oh. Okay. Now let's let that dry. All my edges are down really good on that. So let's let that dry. Okay. So the front has dried now. So you can see how pretty that is. I think it's pretty. I like it. I think that's neat with the gingham behind it. You know, you can really, I can see in person, I think in the camera, I hope it's coming through like I'm seeing it in person. I never know when I'm looking at the camera as we're taping. I never know if you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, but I think it's really cool. And then here's the inside. Let me get my okay. Don't glue your cover together. Okay, so outside, inside, back. And this is still drying, so you can still see the purple on that, but I won't keep you until this dries. But I think it's cool. I like it. Different, and you know, we'll see how it goes, and I'll decide if I think this is sturdy enough for a journal cover. You know, I mean, I could always use this. I was thinking of, at first I would do the whole 12 by 12 sheet and then decide what I wanted to do with it, like cut it up into journaling cards or tags or something, but then I just decided to go ahead and do the cover. And maybe off camera, so this video doesn't get too long, I'll take my scraps from this gingham cardstock, put some more of this lemon napkin on there, and make some you know, at least a tag or two and a journaling card or two to go along with this whole, you know, future journal. And then I'll have those ready for when I do make a journal out of this. And so, yeah, I'll have a whole set of everything ready to go to make a journal cover and ephemera. So anyway, I'll let you go. I hope you enjoyed that little experiment and craft with me. And if you want to try out the events over in the Facebook group, My World, it's My World in OKC, and I will link it below. I'll put a link to the Facebook group, and I'm not like promoting the Facebook group or anything, because I know that if I share this in other groups and stuff, I don't want to break any rules. I'm just really doing a craft with me here for that group that I'm a member of. So I hope everybody has a good night and enjoy the craft with me, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting.